What's up, everybody? There's always a second delay every time I try to do stuff. Welcome to our recap of night one of Wrestlemania 37, the pirate themed show where a storm did a brew. Just, just look at this picture here, and it kind of encapsulate everything that I'm just saying. The show started like an hour and a half late, basically, just because of the storms. Every time there's a thunderstorm, excuse me, I got my hot cider. Well, it's not as hot anymore because I've been getting all this set up. Got me some cider. But when there's a thunderstorm taking place in like a venue like this, an open area or things like that, baseball stadiums like that, they have to go into like a 30-minute lockdown when storms. They see thunder about, I think it's 15 to 20 miles away from whichever particular stadium and how the rules are set up in that state, but it's like between 15 to 20 miles when they see lightning, and they don't see lightning in a 30-minute period, like 25 to 30-minute period in that time period, then they can go back to doing what they were doing. So I just want to pull this picture up right here. As you can see, Vince McMahon came out with everybody, thanking everybody for being here, sticking with them throughout the pandemic year, and just overall just thanking everybody and getting the show started. Um, Literally we had this, and then we had BB Rexa. Oh my god! If you don't know who BB Rexa is, she's a Grammy-winning country top artist. She sings the song "Meant to Be" with Georgia Florida Line. I actually really like that song. It's like if it's meant to be or something like that. I really like the song. And you know, BB's a prime looking specimen, if you know what I mean. She's a prime looking specimen. If you don't know who BB Rexa is, I'm not gonna go into the details. We're here for Wrestlemania. She performed pretty decently. It's like and he had all the rain and stuff, so I'm pretty sure it was like everybody had a little bit of, we'll talk about it, especially in the women's match. That women's match was a little bit of a cluster, but I'm not going to blame the women 100%. We'll get there. But BB Rexa perform America the Beautiful. Uh, America is beautiful sometimes. America is beautiful sometimes. Thank you, BB. Thank you, BB. Again, if you don't know who BB Rexa is, Google her. YouTuber. Type in the song "Meant to Be." You've heard the song before, Georgia Florida Line. I can't remember that because the only song I got in my head from a country girl now is like, "Damn, I hope she cheats, like you did on me." Y'all know that song. That's the only country song I got in my head right now. And then BB Rexa, thank you. I don't know if they're gonna have anybody performing like the national anthem tonight. I'm recording this and going live Sunday morning, as you can see. Hey Twitch, and hey YouTube and all that stuff. If you're watching this pre-recorded, and then, like I said, because of rain delays, we were supposed to get the first match, but they decided to break out a good old Hogan and good old Titus O'Neil, and the segment wasn't too bad. Hogan, I don't know. I've never been a Hogan fan, and he got all the scandals and shit he's been a part of, so I'm not really a big fan of that. Like I said, I've never been a Hogan fan. I loved it when Shawn Michaels I love that Shawn Michaels Hogan match from like 10 years ago, or probably a little bit longer than that. That SummerSlam match where Shawn Michaels was just like doing all the most ridiculous bumping in the world. That's you all remember that match. Everybody knows that match. But yeah, it was like a 5 minute thing just to get the fans back into the seats because of the rain delay. They were letting people back in. Also during this time, after Vince and all of them said thank you to everybody, the rain started back up. So there was a lot of different promos, like off the cuff promos, like actual promos from various different superstars, from Bobby Lashley to Drew McIntyre, who actually went face to face, had to be separated. The New Day had a little thing with Big E coming to help him, and Big E also introduced him. We'll talk about that later. Um, who else had? The Miz had interviews. A lot of people had different interviews. I think some of the women had interviews. Bianca probably had an interview. Sasha, everybody, and some people from night two had interviews to fill time for like 45 minutes until the thunderstorm warning passed. And then we did get that to pass. We started off the night with Drew McIntyre, the person who I said needed to open up the match so he can just get the adulation that he probably didn't get. From what I'm hearing and what I saw last night, that it was kind of a 50-50 reaction. It was for both guys, Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. I think people are ready to just cheer and boo who they want to cheer. Some people feel like Bobby Lashley deserves it. Some people feel like Drew was kind of like messed over in the pandemic era for his title reigns and all that stuff. I think Drew was a good champion. I think he will get this belt sometime in the near future again, but I just think give Bobby Lashley at least until SummerSlam, man. Give him at least until SummerSlam. I'm not even the biggest Bobby Lashley fan, but I just know he can at least deliver a strong heel performance. Hell, even up until Survivor Series, really, if you want to do Roman versus Bobby, champion versus champion. If Roman Reigns is champion, because I still don't know if he's going to be champion. Well, champion coming out of WrestleMania. He might get the championship back if he does lose it tonight, but who knows? Who knows? The match itself was really good. You can see the emotion in all of their faces. It was like at one point when Drew came out, I was like, oh, he's crying. And I was like, or is that Rain? Because it was still like the big structure. Let me see. My watch. The big structure. I don't know if I have a picture of like the overhead tinting or whatever, but you know how they've been doing it when they do these overhead arenas. They be having the big thing over the ring with the four pillars that you can see on the picture right there. And it was just dripping water. It was like a big like storm drain leakage. It was like, oh my god, this is bad. But overall, once everything got settled and the show actually got on the way, you can tell a lot of these people were probably like a little winded from, not winded, but I don't know what's it called when you're on the calm down for like, all right, we're about to get out here. Vince McMahon is about to introduce everybody. BB Rex is performing. Yep, and then the first match is gonna be Drew McIntyre, shing, and then you know, but no, it was some, but just not for Bobby Lashley. So, all in all, good match. Drew went over the top. There was a whole bunch of spears. Claymore attempt was dodged. MVP got involved a little bit. Not really involved, but he kind of like distracted Drew enough so Bobby can lock on that hurt lock. He tried to get out Bret Hart style. Didn't work. Rolled through. And made him made him unconscious. Made him pass out. Ref had to call for a stoppage. So still, your WWE champion, which I called that Bobby Lashley. Then the next match after that was the women tag team turmoil match, and that's the perfect way to describe this match. Turmoil, just pure chaos from the entrances. You had Mandy Rose, good old Mandy Rose. I love me some Mandy. I said she would be champion sometime in the near future. Like I said, Bianca. Like I said, everybody says who's gonna be champion. Has like my track record is pretty good. I'm like 80% on calling women and sometimes the men when they're gonna be champion in the next few years. I called it for Bianca. I called it for, who else did I call it for? I think I called it for Alexa. I definitely called it for Carmella. Who else? Tayanara Conti, she was supposed to be on that list, but now she's doing big things in AEW. She's number one contender, so she's in that spot. She's in the spot. But yeah, my track record for calling women in the future pretty good. Rhea, she's winning tomorrow, tonight I should say. So, excuse me, I woke up a little while ago, tried to clean up, make me something to drink, noodles. Anyways, I'm not even gonna go through this match. There was a lot of botches. Like I said, it was half because, like I said, everybody was ready to go, and then everybody's on that calm down. Now everybody has to get re-hyped up. Then it's wet, and then some of these girls are good. They're good. They're all good. But they're not on the level of some women, so they do mess up. And I'm not trying to be all rude and hypocritical and stuff like that. I know Dana Brooke had some wardrobe malfunctions. Like I said, Mandy Rose slipped on her entrance because it was wet. Probably the ropes were like super slippery and stuff, so people can't. I think Liv Morgan had to save Mandy Rose at one point from the top rope because it was too slippery. So, all in all, the winners of the match were, I thought it was gonna be the Riot Squad, but I should have knew it was gonna go to Nat Nat and Tamina, just because as you can, as the night goes on, people were getting wins that they didn't get before. Like Bobby got his big WrestleMania win. As you see, Tamina, as Nat Nat was about to put on a sharp on Rube Rube, Nat Nat tagged in TT, and TT went splash splash on Ruru and got the win. No, that's why I just did that. But now you see Tamina and Natalya, who are both, has Tamina been, I believe Tamina was champion once, so I really hope that they do beat Shayna and Nia tonight. Which tonight I will do another video or go live for a few more minutes during the pre-show like I did last night and give some more predictions and stuff like that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And as soon as this video is done recording, I'm going to upload the last video from last night when I was doing my recap, and then this one will be up a little bit later after that, and then we'll go live a few, like 30 minutes before night 2 starts during the pre-show, and then talk about a little bit of things that I expect to happen and see on tonight's show. So with that, Nat Nat and Tamina won 2. That's another person who got a win, and another person who got a well-deserved win, Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli. He got the big win. First he did the UFO, then he swung him around. There was some uppercuts. He did the Randy Orton spot where Seth tried to stomp him, lift him up, and then good for the European. It was just a really good match. These two, I can see them just going and like, let these two have a best of 7. Let them have a best of 7. SmackDown hasn't had a best of 7 since Sheamus and Cesaro. Sheamus and Cesaro, that was the last best of 7, wasn't it? Like legit best of 7, not people having 7 matches in a row just because, but like a legit best of 7. Was it? The bar. God damn it, camera. The bar. So let these men do a best of 7. Like, oh, you made me. You know, let Seth be Seth. You know. But so sorry for. I'm so happy. So happy for Cesaro. I'm so out of it right now because I'm sober. It's ready. Oh, it's ready. But I'm gonna get done with this first. But yeah, congratulations Cesaro, another well-deserved win. Almost in this company for 7 years. Sorry, wish you was in AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, but you're here. Along with another person who had a great night. Did he really need it? No. But, you know, Black Power. You know, I don't really say that a lot because I try to, you know, give everybody respect. But, you know, tonight felt special to me. You know, we talk about that a little bit more. But to see Almost, you know, something I learned today, Almost is in. I knew I was like, he's been there for a minute and they never used him. I was like, but where did I see him before? He is in the same class as Mia Yim for NXT recruits. Mia Yim, Matt Riddle, who else is in that class? The pretty boy that was hanging around, Humberto. Humberto was in that class. The pretty boy who was hanging around. That's so disrespectful. Let's see. Not Omni, Almas. The giant Almas. Let me see if I can find that picture real quick. But yeah, he was a part of that class. Yeah, here it goes. Damian Priest, Chelsea Green, and is that Bo? I don't know. But yeah, this class. He was a part of this class. You see Riddle, you see Damian Priest behind Riddle. It's probably not gonna focus too. Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, that's Humberto, and I think that's Bolin. I keep want to say Bolin, but I know that's Avatar. But you know who that is. But I don't think that's him though. No, that's not him. Whoever that is, I don't think he lasted too long. But yeah, he's a part of that class, so that's pretty cool. AJ Styles officially is a Grand Slam champion. WWE champion, tag team champion, United States, and Intercontinental champion. I think he won all those belts. Awesome. Love AJ. I had the shirt on for him yesterday. Love AJ. Can't get enough of AJ. Omos, I like him. He's a cool guy. I wish they would have did. I wish. How do I work this? I wish they would have did with Raw Underground what they're doing with Elevation. If that makes any sense. It's like Elevation and Dark. I went on a whole rant about that, so if you haven't seen that rant, go watch it. It's in that when it's posted, go watch it. I did a whole rant on like people complaining about Max Caster and the win-loss system. It's like, y'all the same people who said wins and losses need to matter more, and when people are congratulations to AJ Styles and Omos for being the tag team champions. Kofi and Xavier, I don't know what you do with them now. I mean, you can keep them around as a tag team, but I think it's time for Xavier to start going after singles gold. I think it's time for Xavier to start going after that mid-card title, that United States title. Riddle versus Austin. Austin. I watch too much Up, Up, Down, Down. Riddle versus Creed for that United States title. Backlash. Book it. Sorry. Forgot I'm not here by myself right now. The next match was the steel cage match between Braun Strowman and Shane McMahon. This match was pretty fun. Shane did his little money interest. Oh, sorry. Braun was coming down to the ring. While he was coming down to the ring, he got jumped by Jackson Riker and my name's Elias. They beat him up. They interfered a few times in the match. As you can see, there was like a little bag here with a toolbox and some other shit in it. Shane knocked him upside the head with it. As you can see, while Shane was trying to escape, Braun just ripped the thing off, threw him back in there. Then he said something like, this is for everybody who's ever been called stupid. I'm not stupid, you stupid. And just gave him the running power slam and beat Shane McMahon. It was fun. It was alright, but it was more than what you expect. It's what you expect from a Shane versus Braun match. You know Shane's gonna jump off the cage. You know Braun gonna put him through the cage or something, gonna rip the cage in his hand. You knew this shit was gonna happen, basically. You knew this shit was gonna happen. The next match, my personal favorite match of the night. Not saying it was the best match of the night, but this shit entertained the hell out of me. Bad Bunny. He's earned all my respect. Probably won't listen to his music, but I will say he damn sure earned the respect of a lot of people in the IWC. Last time we seen a performance like this was NXT TakeOver Cole versus McAfee, but McAfee's an athlete, so you expect McAfee has a ring in his house. McAfee loves wrestling. Not saying Bad Bunny doesn't love wrestling, but Bad Bunny, I'm pretty sure, does not have a ring in his house. You know what I'm saying? But the things that this guy did in this match were so smooth and so crisp that he performed better than most of the women. Like, I know that's a bad thing to say, but when you look at the crispness and the simplicity of some of those moves, he did the Hurricanrana airplane spin on Joe Mo or The Miz, or either one. It doesn't matter who does that move recently, and it doesn't look that good. I think it's I'm being dead serious. I can't remember who does it now, but somebody tries. Is it Lana? Lana does it, and she needs to stop because Bad Bunny put her to shame. Arm drags, drop toe holds, and then he did a lot. He did a Falcon's Arrow. He did on cue with Damian Priest. He did a Falcon's Arrow. He did the crossbody out the top. He did. He survived the beatdown between the Miz and Morrison. He outsmarted Miz and Morrison at some times. He knocked the shit out of the Miz to start the match. It's like this was so fun to watch. It's like And then it was like how the match started. The first time he was like, pop the Miz. The Miz was like, I gave you a free. He was like, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna do one of these. I was like, ooh. Yeah, he was like, man, the Miz was like, this nigga really hit me. And then he tried to do all this stuff, reverse encounter, drop toe hold, out arm drag. It was like, oh my god, am I watching Mexican Cheeseburger? And that's not a joke. There's really a wrestler named Cheeseburger. I think he's back in Ring of Honor now. And if you know what I mean, like, am I watching like Latino Cheeseburger right now? It was just really, really good. Like, and I don't know. In this case, it takes 4 to cha-cha, but he has some good dancing partners in Jomo and The Miz. Jomo needs to be fighting for world titles. Jomo needs to be in NXT facing Finn Balor, Karrion Kross, and all the other crop of young talent. Jomo technically should have been champion instead of Finn Balor. I'm saying it here. As soon as they sign Jomo and they know, and Ty is coming. I think on Monday they split. Jomo's like, Miz, love you, bro. I gotta go win some titles. I'm going to Tuesday nights. I'm about to be the Tuesday night delight again. Am I wrong in saying that? Jomo needs to be the Tuesday night delight on SmackDown. Not on SmackDown, on NXT. Makes sense. Miz can do whatever the hell he wants, to be honest. People give Miz a lot of shit, but you can insert Miz in any role as long as he's not being overly goofy and it works. He is that wrestler of this generation. He is like, people gonna get mad at me when I say this. He's like, name your, no, I don't know how to put it, but he's that talent that every generation has that is there. Like, but not just there. He's a top tier talent, top upper mid card that can do anything. And I want to say names, but I know people are gonna get so mad. I want to say names like Roddy Piper. I want to say names like, even like, let's go back to Kevin Nash is one of them people. Like, they're just there. They're good hands. They're like really good. They're good on the mic. They're exude talent. I mean, not like everybody. Miz is a good wrestler. Miz has always been a good wrestler. And if you know me, you know I basically profess my love to The Miz the night after he beat John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania at Atlanta. I see red, I see green, I see blue, I see losers. I saw all of you that night, and y'all were mad. I've always been a Miz fan. Why am I ranting right now? Why am I ranting? On a Bad Bunny match, why are we still looking at Bad Bunny punching the shit out Jomo? You see how Jomo sold for this punch? Do you see what I mean? And like, he sold his bumps too. Bad Bunny sold his bumps. He did a freaking Canadian Destroyer on Jomo. Who does that on Jomo? Well, everybody does it on Jomo. Go watch some old Lucha Underground. But the point is, Bad Bunny over-delivered. And he won with Damian Priest. So, Damian Priest got the win he deserves. The only person who didn't get the win they deserved tonight was Jomo. Sorry, Jomo. But when you go down to NXT, you will start getting your wins. You need to go to NXT, Jomo. You don't, like I said, it doesn't have to be no bad breakup. It doesn't have to be like it's like, bro, I can't do this no more. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being looked at as a joke. I'm about to go to NXT and just show that I am the Tuesday Night Delight. That's plain and simple. And for the main event, this match was so good. This match, speaking of Shawn Michaels, this match reminded me of, like, in a way, it reminded me of like Shawn Michaels versus John Cena. If that makes any sense. It reminded me, not the 50-minute Raw match. Oh, hell no. Not that match. I mean, it could have been. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have that type of match one of these days. Bianca and Sasha. But this reminded me of that WrestleMania when Triple H couldn't get the job done, so Shawn Michaels tried to, or whatever. So, yeah. Bianca Belair is your new SmackDown Women's Champion. The match was just phenomenal. The match was good. It was It was very, very good. It was well performed, well executed. The psychology was there, the spots were there, the wrestling. And I tweeted out before this match started, like even like pay per view before it started, it was just like let these women wrestle, and that's what they let them do, and it was beautiful. It brought tears to my eyes. It was just watching Bianca come out, and then watching Sasha come out, and then them in the ring, like knowing that they're making history. JBL tried to say it earlier, and like nobody was listening to goddamn JBL. I was listening, but shut up, JBL. What I'm talking about? I tell you to shut up. It's not about black. It's not about women. It's about making history. No, it's about everything you just said plus making history. Do you not know? Do you not know the significance of what you just witnessed tonight, JBL? Well, last night you just saw two black women main event Wrestlemania for a title, and it wasn't crap. Think about how many WrestleMania main events have been crap, and you want to take away the significance. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You had the triple threat match with the women. You had Big Show versus Drew McIntyre. You had Roman Reigns beat the Undertaker. You had I'm just trying to go back over the past couple of years. And I'm talking about the triple threat. I'm talking about actually both women's triple threats match did not live up to the hype of this match because it was 1-on-1 in the main event. Two women. I even said it didn't even have to be Bianca. It could have been Naomi. Naomi deserved this spot too. It could have been a triple threat. If you wanted to make it a triple threat, I bet you it would have been the best triple threat out of all those triple threat ever the women. I promise you that. Even some of the triple threats that some of the men have had over the years, like this match was everything. Was it like the best WrestleMania match main event ever? No. But was it better than a lot of the crap y'all been force feeding us for years? Oh, we wanted. I bet you Becky and Ronda would have been superb if they didn't throw fucking Charlotte in there. No offense to Charlotte. She's already going through enough in her personal life right now. No offense to Charlotte. I'm just saying she didn't have to be in that match. Hell, she wasn't even supposed to be in the original match. It should have just been Becky versus Sasha, or it should have been Sasha versus just 1-on-1. And then the match was good. The match was perfect. The match was everything you wanted out of these two women. And of course, there's going to be more matches down the line. Do I think this is going to be the best match that these two women are going to have all together? No. I think that match is going to come at SummerSlam. I think that match is going to come at SummerSlam because you're going to have, over the next couple of months, you're going to have Bianca versus Bayley for the title. Bianca versus Carmella for the title. Probably like Bianca versus, who, like if they do a shakeup, you're going to have a lot of good Bianca Belair matches for this title. As long as they keep that the championship strong and her strong and don't put her in no stupid, I can feel it now. Like, something stupid is going to happen. Like, here's a scenario for you. And I hope this doesn't happen. You get Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax retaining the tag team titles tonight because of Reginald. When does SmackDown come on again? Friday, you get Bianca coming out there making her speech, and then you get a whole like 2 months of, oh God, knock on wood that this don't happen. Then you get a whole 2 months of the tag champions going after Bianca, and along the way you're probably gonna get the Riot Squad beating Baszler and Jax for the tag team titles, and it's gonna be a repetitive thing involving Reginald because they were just because the whole thing was like Reginald, and then Reginald's gonna come back around this corner. I'm telling you, and I just hope it doesn't cost her the belt, because if it does, I'm done. I can't. What do you mean? Like if Sasha loses, or like I mean, if Bianca has to go through 2 months of dealing with tag team champions, tag team champions, tag team champions, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, and I know it's gonna be Baszler first because Baszler's gonna be like, "You the champion now? Didn't I beat you in NXT to retain my title and all that good stuff? I can see it. I can see it. I can see it." I don't know what that was, guys, but overall, I'm so. Oh, did you? You guys gotta go watch the bump. Y'all guys gotta go watch the bump. Um, yeah, I always keep a title belt with me. I don't care if they from Walmart or whatever. I keep a title belt with me, for examples. So you know how you're supposed to hold the belt, like, like she's learning. It was just funny because like she was like, I did. I'm new to this. I did it. I did it. And then she was like, oh yeah, I'm so happy to have. Forgive me. It was just so funny. Like I love me some Bianca Belair. I call her being champion sometime last year. She was like early, actually had to be like early 2019. I was like Bianca Belair is going to be champion, and then Io Shirai happened. Io Shirai happened. Then doesn't I mean it's just who else happened? Charlotte happened. Yeah, overall, I enjoyed WrestleMania. WrestleMania was really good. Night two, we have a lot of title matches. We have the Intercontinental title match going on. Then the real Intercontinental title. You know, I'm telling you, one of these days, I'm gonna have a real one. I'm gonna have a real belt. Y'all gonna be like, that YouTuber did it. If Bad Bunny's gonna get in the ring and outshow, he's not gonna outshow me. I want this. I want this. And do this. Anyways, I enjoyed WrestleMania. Night one, I will give a solid 8.5 out of 10. A lot of things were just there. I'm pretty sure they would have switched a few matches around. Like if they would have had, they should have put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Well, I guess you can't really do that because then you have Paul. Fuck Logan Paul. Fuck the Paul brothers or the Logan brothers. What are they? Jake and Logan Paul. Fuck the Paul brothers. Like you don't need him. It should have just been Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Fight forever match. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. I'll probably switch the cage match with the Zayn Owens match or something like that, or maybe even put on a Well, I can't have two tag team titles matches. What, three tag team titles in one match? So is there even still a tag team title match going on at WrestleMania? Because didn't they just have the tag team title match at SmackDown Mania? I don't know, guys. But all in all, leave your comments, leave your thoughts on what you thought about WrestleMania. What was your favorite match of the night? Like I said, my favorite match, like the match that I'm going to be taking away from it, like emotional standpoint, like yeah, that's a WrestleMania moment right there. It's going to be the Bianca Belair victory match. But my favorite match of the night, which probably my favorite match of the whole week, is going to be Bad Bunny. I'm like I said on the my most enjoyed match will be the Bad Bunny match. My most emotional match so far that I'm like, wow, that's perfect. That's what I wanted to see is Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks, and then like right now, like my favorite like actual wrestling match. Do I even have to say it? Do I even have to say it? Ciampa versus Walter. It just has to be. Like I've been thinking about it. I've really been thinking about it. It's Ciampa versus Walter. Well, with all that being said, all the social medias, Google it, Shawn SHAWN underscore DA Gamer. Say that again, SHAWN underscore DAGAMER. I forgot how to spell gamer for a second. But with all that being said, Google that. Follow me on all types of social media, wherever you can find me. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff, Snapchat, wherever you want to hit me up and say what up. Say what up. Like, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Give me a follow back if you're watching this on Twitch live. Comment down below, give us a thumbs up and all that good stuff wherever content is found. I am Shawn DaGamer. Hopefully we'll have Thomas here soon giving us a recap. I know him and his family just recently got a new house. a new house for me to go to Troy when I go back to Georgia. Yes. So everybody give Thomas a congratulations. If you run across his social media, it's Tommy P. It's underscore Tommy P or something like that. All that information will be in the background description down below. It's time for me to go. See you later, cause you already know. Wrestlemania Night 2, we're gonna be reviewing that on the low, but it's gonna be high key, so you might want to hide your wife. Let me stop.